Welcome back again to Power to Unite with Elvira. Alam ko po, nabitin kayo last week kung saan po kasama natin ulit ang ating special guest na galing pa po sa Vatican, walang iba kundi si His Eminence, Cardinal Turkson. Siya po ang presidente po ng Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace, kung saan po pinag-usapan namin ang nangyayari sa Ghana at ano nag-impluwensya sa kanya. In spite of differences in religion, nakikita niya talaga we have to work together. Kaya ngayon, ang topic po namin, tunghayan ninyo kasi napakahalaga po. I'm sure lahat po kayo ay magugustuhan ninyo sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite with Elvira.
May maganda daw po kayong balita.
May biyayang darating sa atin. Hinirang ang ating bayan, pinili ang bansang Pilipinas upang dito idaos ang 51st International Eucharistic Congress.
Dadayuhin ng mga Katoliko sa buong mundo. Magkita-kita tayo sa Cebu sa January 2016.
Sa selebrasyon na ito, maghahari ang pagmamahal sa isa't isa dahil tayo ay pamilya ng Diyos at Siya ang ating Ama.
Saksihan natin ang real presence ni Jesus sa Eucharist. Yan ang misa ng mundo.
Pinakamalaking pagsasama ng mga mananampalataya. Pagtulong-tulungan natin para may sakatuparan.
Mula sa ating munting kakayahan, may handog natin ang pinakamalaking selebrasyon ng banal na Eucharistia.
Makapangyarihan ng mamamayang Pilipino, kaya natin ito.
Isang pamilya sa ilalim ng isang Diyos. Nag-iisang bangka tayo sa isang pananampalataya. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
Eminence, welcome back again to Power to Unite. As President of Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace, because right now when we talk about justice and peace, it seems it's very elusive. So what is really this Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace doing? How can you influence, when politics plays so much role right now? The influence of politicians is so strong.
That is true. That is true. Thanks. It's the challenges are there.
Yes.
But probably, I would encourage everybody not to despair.
Okay.
I would encourage everybody to, the difficulty or the challenges we have with justice and peace are the same challenges we have with believing the gospel. Mm-hmm. I mean, if people believe the gospel of Jesus, justice and peace would have no difficulty. Okay, so it's basically, we cannot set aside a principle which indicates for us the way to go.
Yes.
And avoid that way and still hope to achieve,
yes,
the paths of justice and peace, in our own way. It's not working. In any case, the office, I work for, the Council for Justice and Peace, the Catholic Church had a big meeting in the 60s called the Second Vatican Council.
Yes.
At that meeting, the church took stock of its activities and its mission, and recognized that over and above the structures that it has for, if you want, exercising oversight over the spread of the faith and its mission, that certain other areas needed some attention.
Yes.
So, for example, the church tried to gain a clearer understanding about her relationship with non-Christian religions. And that gave rise to the Council for Interreligious Dialogue.
Yes.
Then the church also tried to understand her relationship with other Christian bodies.
Okay.
And that gave rise to the Pontifical Council for Christian Unity, okay, to deal with other Christians. Then the church wanted to also see her place in the world of culture, thinking, ideas, influence university, and that gave rise to another council, the Pontifical Council for Culture.
Okay.
And then the church wanted to also accompany the human person, humanity, in its passage, in its experience through history, the social life and the social order, and that gave rise to the Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace.
Okay.
So our council bears the name Justice and Peace, but it is not concerned only with specific issues of justice and peace. It's concerned with the whole social order in which we live. We look at politics, we look at finance, we look at economy, we look at slavery, we look at armament, we look at trafficking of weapons, trafficking of human beings.
Yes.
We look at all of these issues.
Yes.
Okay, to the extent that they affect the life of the human person in the social order or in society. So we look at all of those. But in terms of making an impact or achieving something, we know that having an office in Rome and living in Rome, the people live in their different parishes and in their different dioceses.
Yes.
So we think that our office should have in every diocese and if even possible in every parish a commission for justice and peace. So we encourage the creation of commissions of justice and peace in every diocese of the church in the world.
Okay.
Okay, and these commissions serve as our feet on the ground, our eyes and the ears to hear what is happening. Okay, so we know what issues to address. We know how to address them.
Yes.
We know what affects the lives of people.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't distance ourselves from, where the people live in the church. And in Rome, just imagine issues, whatever. We encourage the setup and the creation of commissions of justice and peace in every diocese. Okay, and if even possible, in every parish. So that the issues, are evolved from there and then passed on to us. And when we do a research under any issue, we also pass it down to them. Okay?
Yes.
So that's how our office works. And in that way, we are in constant relationship with the local churches and are able, therefore, to be of relevance. Lately, if I may give an example, I come from Ghana, where there's a lot of gold mining.
Yes.
So mining is an issue.
Yes.
We know that the Philippines, although an island in the middle of the whole big Pacific Ocean, also has mining activity.
Yes.
Now, in Ghana, probably we can probably think that there's bigger land than in the Philippines, because whatever it is, it's an island.
Yes.
And it's more delicate to think about what you do on land surrounded by the sea than a place like Ghana where, there's whatever. But in any case, recognizing all of that, in last September, we invited the CEOs of gold mining companies around the world to a meeting.
Okay.
And it was to discuss the issue of a particular gold mining. We know that gold mining is not the only mining activity that goes on in the world, but we started with that. Okay, so we engaged the CEOs of all big gold mining companies. Not all of them came. 24 companies came. Okay, and we engaged with them. How we all need metal.
Yes.
Okay, we need metal. Every, the cameras and everything we use, even the ring I'm wearing as a bishop,
part of
is metal.
Yes.
So we need metal. And we need metal means we need to do some mining.
Yes.
But how can you do mining in such a way that it still ensures a peaceful coexistence with our world?
Yes.
And that is the issue that, we talked about. And the doing of mining should not, therefore, impoverish people, destroy our environment, and lead to problems that we cannot, control anymore. So that's one issue. In doing that, we needed to listen to the ground. We listened to bishops from Brazil.
Yes.
We listened to bishops from here. We listened to bishops from Europe. We listened to bishops from the United States and Canada. There it is not gold mining. There it is mining of oil.
Yes.
With a big process now in the U.S. called the fracking, okay, where they use hot water to kind of pump oil. All the related issues were dealt with. Very important and crucial because most of us depend on underground water.
Yes, yes.
And you bring these things also from underground.
Yes.
And also, it's so very important how we do all of this.
And I remember I talked to one big mining company, said, it is not who destroy, it's the small miners.
Okay.
Because sometimes there's a limit in way it was being excavated. Because they told me, in the mountains, there's only certain parameters that they can dig. After that, they have to close because it's going to collapse. That's why there's a lot of landslide. But we cannot control the small miners who keep on doing that. This is what their explanation,
in some situations, there's again, I refer to an example in Brazil.
Yes.
Where, there are these small-scale miners. In Ghana also, there are these small-scale miners, and sometimes they are pests, okay?
Yes.
But there is an effort and attempt in some places to deal with them.
Okay.
Okay, and it is like to learn a certain amount of recognition of the activity, and having recognized the activity, so recognizing the activity means that you reckon with their existence.
Yes.
Knowing that they are there and recognizing their existence, then you fashion a structure for them. And the structure may mean that, okay, we know that you people are doing this. Now we create a market for you. Whatever you get, sell it at this market. And when you do sell it at this point, a small percentage
will be given.
Of your earning will be taken to do what? To reclaim the land that you don't have the machines to fill.
Yes.
Okay, so this is done in some parts of Brazil. So it just means that the small-scale miners come, they dig whatever they can dig, and then go away.
So it's very important that the government should also come.
You recognize them and then create a structure for them within which they work. And creating that structure for them within which they work, you're able sometimes to control their activity.
So we will continue niya sa pagbabalik po ng Power to Unite with Elvira.